Hello everyone, welcome. Today we'll be building the greenhouse hill. The greenhouse hill is a build focused around a nature/greenhouse theme, and it is an NPC housing / base type build. The building time was roughly 7 hours total. I started planning for this build with the hopes of a nature themed house, kinda for the Dryad NPC, but I didn't end up going through with that idea since this was a while back and I had a hard time taking what I had in mind and putting that into a build. But since it's spring, I thought, what better time would there be to work on this idea, right? So upon traveling around the world with the fantasy tower, I found a nice little hill and I got hit with this bright idea of doing like a greenhouse in it. But man, it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do and where I wanted things to be placed. I'm not gonna lie, this was a pretty hard build for me. Towards the end, I kept wanting to restart and work on something else, but I am super glad I didn't. This build has come to grow on me. Mods and other stuffs I'll be using to build and record. I'll be using Cheat Sheet and Heroes mod, both of which are available on Tmodloader. I am also using T-Edit to add some extra details around the build off camera. Alright, awesome. Now that that's taken care of, let's get building. So, starting off with this build, I'm going pretty fast. So I had the original mountain and I started hollowing it out, and I was gonna have the tree kind of growing throughout the mountain with the roots and everything, but I'm like, that's not gonna make a lot of sense. I'll just do this little clump of roots. Then I kind of started setting up 3 different rooms, and I was just gonna work on connecting them, one on each side of the hill, one that's kind of outside of the hill, the greenhouse, and one to the right that would go through the hill, and then one on the bottom that was more like I wanted to have a roof underneath the dirt and stuff to make it look better. And I started kind of expanding it a bit. Had a bit of a tough time figuring out the different rooms, the layouts, and all that stuff. It was like really hectic in my mind, and I wanted to have these roofs and had this envisionment of these different barns and stuff I've seen and builds people have done where they have the build and then there's dirt on top of it. And I really wanted to mimic that aesthetic. Moving on, we got this dome in the center, which some people say didn't make sense, some people did. I liked how it didn't make sense, but it also stood out. I liked that it stood out, and it added that extra light. Like there was this hole in the mountain that brought in the light. And then this room is the greenhouse, which is what I could really see well how I wanted it to look, but I think it came out alright after that. Messing around with the glass was really fun. And then this room, I spent a lot of time because I wanted the whole room to be glass, but it kind of hit me. I've seen greenhouses like this, and it made more sense to me to not have the whole room glass, but to have these little windows in the back to make it look like a room, and then it made the dome stand out a bit more. So as you can see, these two rooms right here I spent a lot of time on because I couldn't shake the feeling that they were just really messy. But once I kind of got what I liked, I moved on to the stairs, which took me a while because getting the wall in the background was kind of hard. The room on the bottom and the balcony, that was pretty easy for me. Still not too sure about this little room I added. I think it's nice because it makes the staircase look better, but I'm still not sure if I like it that much. This room over to the side was kind of like, I wanted a dining room. I didn't have a spot to put it. Why not put it here? I don't know. I thought that worked. But I also wanted to do the red brick wall because I thought that added some more color, and I was going to do something on the stairs, as you can see, but I'm pretty sure I changed that because it just didn't work in the stairs at that time for me. So at this point, I was pretty much done. Really happy with it. I kind of finished it pretty quickly, I guess. And I was just adding little details here and there, getting stuff ready so that I could work on it off camera. And now we move on to the tree. I'd have to say this is my favorite tree I've probably done. I love how it turned out. This might be like one of my favorite parts of this build, besides the little glass dome, but I think it came out great. I hope you guys think it's alright, at least, but with the completion of this tree, I'd say we're just about done. This build took up a lot of my creativity, but I've had a really good time working on it. I really appreciate y'all watching and hope you've enjoyed. I loved how this build turned out. Once I finished recording, I spent some more time on it off camera since I really wasn't too pleased with the results, and I just did that till I got to a point where I was happy with it. Also, last week, I know I mentioned that there were some plans I got excited to work on, and I've been working on them. That's why this build was a bit of a break for me, and it was giving me more time to work on those plans. But at the same time, I was a bit low on creativity, so this build isn't spectacular like I would have liked. If you'd be interested, you might enjoy some other content we've got going on the channel. Here we've got stuff ranging from various Let's Plays, variety streams on Twitch, random updates and posts on Twitter, and hanging out on Discord. As always, I hope you've enjoyed the build and the video, and I hope you've been having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, have an awesome week, a bright spring, and stay inspired. I will see you all next time. Peace.